Alright folks, I'm back. So I've discovered the secret to not having these guys turn everyone on your team berserk, and thereby getting all of your guys killed. If you select them, not only will it show their normal move and attack range, if you then go and select a space outside, it will show you the range of their staff abilities like berserk. This is kind of important if you want to not get your ass handed to you by these guys. So, as you can see, I've been sort of moving some of my better anti-magic characters around the periphery here, dealing with these shamans. Loot is having none of that. Down goes that shaman. But yeah, this is kind of pathetic, I actually ended up having to rescue Franz because he was in danger of getting berserked. So actually, I need to, like, run away with Larachel right now. And actually, if I'm smart, I'll run away with everyone, because I really, really don't need any of my characters getting turned berserk right now. So Artur is okay. Amelia needs to get out of there, because she doesn't have the best magic resistance. So she's now fine. Artur's doing alright. I might actually just send him up against those mages up there. Have Jarek use a Vulnerary. I've been using Renak, actually, to hold these guys off. And he has pretty good resistance, so he's been doing an okay job, but, you know, he isn't the hardiest of characters, so... Aha! Oh, good. So it looks like you can actually recruit Renak after he's looted the chests and get whatever he got out of the chests. So it looks like it wasn't essential that I recruit him immediately. But whatever, I just decided to do this level on hard mode, I guess. So there's that. These guys can both nail Jarek if I don't put Artur in the way. How far can these guys move? Okay, so if Artur can kill one of these guys, I think he'll be alright. But just in case, folks, just in case, I'm going to do a quick save state, because, let me tell you, it took me a little while to get myself out of that situation I put myself in before. Oh yeah, these guys do almost no damage to Artur with their Hellfire, despite the fact that they have an elemental advantage. That's pretty awesome. Ross, I think, is only going to be sleeping for one more turn. Then he'll finally be like, ah, oh man, hey guys, what's up? What's been going on? And we'll be like, oh, no biggie, just fighting a freaking battle, lazy ass. Okay, what do we need to do here? We should probably heal Ephraim. I've been using Ephraim more heavily since I decided to go back and redo those turns, which meant he got a little bit dinged up, but no problem, because Ephraim is a boss, and he just doesn't get killed, like ever. Ever. As long as you're good with him and, you know, heal him and stuff. Speaking of people who are never going to get killed, here's Artur taking out these poor little mages here. Yep, and he's even going to do a gratuitous crit, just to be a show-off. Yeah, so just FYI, when you're playing through this level and you get to this point, make sure you're checking the range on those berserk staves, and do not put anyone with low resistance in range, especially if there's someone with low resistance and, like, really high strength and speed, because first of all, they will be made berserk, and second of all, once they're berserk, they will just start chewing through your guys. It's really, really obnoxious. I haven't even decided yet exactly how I'm going to deal with that, because I'm going to have to get rid of those berserks somehow. I think I'm just going to have to, like, send Loot or someone up there to draw out the few remaining berserks they have, and then once they're out, advance through the map. It's kind of a pain, but there's really no other way to do it that makes any sense. And once again with the Flux, all he's gonna do is get himself killed. And he's dead. So much for you, Shaman. And Loot levels up. She is now level 19. Her fire broke, but boy, does she ever have a lot of magic. Hey, Ross woke up. Oh man, what's been going on, guys? Just got a really good sleep in there. Don't mind me. All she has is L-Fire, so in theory, I want to go ahead and give her another Fire Tome. Luckily, I can do that without putting Ephraim at risk of being turned into a Berserk dude. So let's go ahead and give the Steel Lance over to the supply for now. Let's go ahead and take a Fire Tome and trade it on over to Loot. There we go. Now, I need to see who has the best resistance. I'm pretty sure Loot has better resistance than Tana. Yeah, she does. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Her resistance is 13, Tana's is 11. Artur, meanwhile, has ridiculous resistance. He is basically immune to magic, for all intents and purposes. And actually, oh my god, I just realized this guy put himself in a terrible position because Artur can now go up and gank him. Pardon me, I'm just going to do a quick save state and then wreck this dude's proverbial shit. But before I do that, can I reach him? No, I can't. You know what? It's okay. I don't think Artur is going to have any problems against this guy. Well, he could conceivably. We'll see. He has a 17% chance of things going incredibly wrong. But that is why we do save states, folks. And sadly, that actually was not enough to kill this guy. I'm hoping he just sticks around, though, because I would love to finish this guy off so I don't have to deal with him trying to berserk my guys 2 more times. On the plus side, he can't actually reach any of my characters other than Artur, so I can still advance, even before I make that happen. I'm just making sure I'm not screwing things up here. Alright. Ross, you move up there. Larachel, why don't you use your staff to heal Renak here? Very good, very good. We're making progress, folks. What is Natasha's resistance? 16. She actually has really good resistance. Much better than Loot. I'm going to do another quick save state, and let's see if we can bait this guy into using up a Berserk on Natasha. He has a literally 1% chance to make Artur Berserk. Amazingly, it didn't work. Can't understand how that happened. Nope, this guy is not going for it. He is not going to try to make Natasha Berserk. Maybe if I move her up here. There's no one around here, right? Oh, yeah. Let's see if we can bait him into doing it this way. And you know what? We're just going to wait a turn. See if we can use up the last of that guy's berserks. Oh no, he's attacking. That's an unusual choice. Down he goes. Beautiful work, Artur. I knew we could count on you. Up, there we go. Wasting a berserk. He has only a 7% chance. We just need him to do that one more time, and we will be golden. Golden like the Golden Girls. Except better. Oh man, I don't want to use an elixir. That's kind of a waste. Does anyone just have a vulnerary? Who's a vulnerary? Amelia does. Ross does. Franz does. Jarek does. Literally everyone except for you. Okay, well, you and Renok. Let's go ahead and swap this elixir for Ross's vulnerary. And we'll just do a little bit of self-healing here. Larachel took a nasty little spear hit earlier, which is why she was so low on health, but she seems to be okay now. It looks like we've got this battle almost totally wrapped up, folks. We just need him to use that one last berserk, and then we can rush in and... Wait a minute. Oh no! So close. I was thinking maybe Lute could rush in and finish the job, but she actually needs to move up a space. Let's see, folks. Let's see if we can get him to use up that last berserk. Beautiful. Totally wasted his berserk. And now, we are good to move in for the kill. Lute has the door key. She will be leading the charge. We need to get you healed. Let's put you over here. Good job, Natasha. Oh, so sad. We'll give it a little funeral after the battle. And... let's see, I think... Does anyone have a chest key, or are we just going to be relying on Renok to open that one? Huh. Oh, wait a minute. Lute has a chest key. Alright, I'm gonna need to give that to Calm and have him do the honors, I think, next turn. Man, this battle just went from, like, incredibly intense to suddenly being like, okay, we're basically done here. We just have a little bit of housekeeping left to do before we can charge on up and take out that general up there. In fact, not just a general, that is Emperor Vigard himself, raised from the dead with the power of the sacred stones. Pretty sinister. Let's just heal Artur, get a little bit of extra experience for Larachel. And we are in business, folks. What business is that, you ask? We are in the business of looting that chest. And actually, there's another chest down there. I almost completely forgot about that. We're gonna need to send some guys down and take care of that. Who do we want going? Well, Ross, I don't think you're gonna be too terribly helpful here, given that we have... Well, actually, no, you'd be really helpful against him. I take that back. Well, what do these guys have? These are all spear wielders. Yeah, Ross, we're gonna send you. We are going to also send... what else do we want to send? Oh, well, what do you know? it spawned some mages. Maybe this is going to be something worth watching after all. Let's see what happens. I wonder if they're going to come on after us. At any rate, I'm definitely going to keep Tana around, just in case. Oh, yep. They're definitely coming for us. And it looks like there are actually quite a few of them spawning. This could get to be kind of hairy. We are not going to be using Ross because he has terrible resistance. And is just generally not a good person to send after mages. Tana, on the other hand, is kind of a boss when it comes to taking down mages, so we will be using her. Oh, yes we will. Nosferatu, as you can see, is kind of a draining attack. It's pretty dangerous, but it is not going to be enough. Not even close. Looks like the Steel Lance will take this guy down in a single hit. We don't have to risk taking a hit from Luna there, which is good. Even though there's a really low chance to hit against Tana with that. It's still better not to risk it. Nosferatu has a much better chance to hit than Luna. Alright, let's take these guys out. Jarek can just one-hit this guy, and I think that might actually be a better option, given that he has Nosferatu. Very good. Alright, Amelia, your services are no longer needed. Thank you very much. Colin, would you please come over here and engage in a little bit of cleanup duty? I'm just guessing, but I don't think there are going to be any more enemies coming out of those stairs now. Just in case, though, I will be keeping Tana around to keep an eye on things. Colin, please do the honors. Ooh, a guiding ring. Nice. I don't know if I've talked about this yet, but you actually need items in order to promote characters in this game beyond their sort of basic forms. So anytime you find something like that, like a guiding ring, that is actually really useful. That is in no way a bad thing to get. I haven't had the chance to use them yet, because no one has yet gotten to level 20, but I think that's going to change pretty soon, folks. We have at least one character at level 19 right now. Who is it? I think it's Lute, maybe? Is she at 19? Yeah, she is. Namie's getting pretty close, too, so it will start happening soon, folks, and you will get to see this stuff in action. One more chest, and we're... What? Oh, come on, are we seriously out of this stuff? Oh, for the love of God. Alright, hang on. Hang on! Maybe I should have let him loot that last chest up there. Alright, let's see. We have to have, like, a lockpick or something in supply, right? Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Chest key, there we go. We'll just trade that over to Renak and have him get that last one. Oh, such a pain. I don't think I'm going to hold off on attacking anymore after this turn, though, because, you know, we need to get going, folks. We can't just waste all day getting these chests. We got stuff to do. Places to go, people to see. We are busy people, folks. Alright. The time is nigh. We are at nigh o'clock. Just send Mack down there. Got this little caravan of people coming and going. Okay, let's open this door. And... oh, really? We have a support conversation. Let's talk to Artur. Are you tired, Artur? Huh? Oh, no, you're right. I am tired. How could you tell, Lute? I was trying my best not to show it. Oh, come on. There's no one better than me at spotting things like this. I can tell, you're mentally exhausted. I don't know what I expected, but I had no idea war would be like this. Just turn after turn, waiting for Craig to open chests. One battle after another, overwhelming odds, and monsters? In this day and age, we're fighting monsters from the legends and epics. I know how much is at stake, but sometimes I get so tired. When you're tired, there's nothing better than a good meal and a long sleep. And if you look at page 990 of De Floris Mysticis, there's a special herb that, once decocted into a potion, will help relax your muscles. Look for the parfena flower and reduce it into a thick syrup before drinking. Oh, and I hear music helps you sleep. If you like, I can hum something for you. Thank you. However, I think I'll pass on your offer, delightful though your humming must be. You must be tired as well. Take care of yourself and rest when you can. I will. In fact, maybe I'll just hum to myself instead. Will you be alright? I'm fine. I feel quite refreshed, in fact. Refreshed? How so? Was it some new kind of magic? Perhaps, from a certain point of view. Your every word has nurtured my soul. I'm not sure I get it, but as long as you're feeling better. Oh, well that was that turn. Okay, fine. I guess that was worth it to see Artur try really pathetically to flirt with Lute. I guess that was a good use of a turn. Mack, head on down this way, would you? Alright, here we go. Opening the door. Artur will be, oh my god, he's going to cream this guy. 3% chance to deal 6 damage. Yeah, that's happening. And Artur levels up. Nice, nice, nice. And now he is level 19. And he has resistance of 18. Dear God. He is like a mage-killing machine. And I have a feeling we're going to see him do that again in just a second. Here we go. 24% chance to do 1 damage. And down goes that druid. Artur showing him who's boss. And we get a red gem for our troubles. Very good. Premature victory music. We know what that means. That means it is time to go face Emperor Vigard. I feel like this music is kind of cheery, considering we're about to face one of the biggest bosses in the game. Maybe it should be a little more foreboding? I don't know. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I love the music in the Fire Emblem games, but I feel like this game is not the pinnacle when it comes to how good the music gets. Other games in the series have far superior stuff, in my opinion. Let's just heal Jarek here. Very good. And let's see, how does Artur match up against him? I imagine pretty poorly. Oh yes. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. because... Oh my god, and he has an 11% chance to crit, too. That is really bad. Ooh, what is this? Nami gets support with Artur? Interesting. Oh, Brother Artur? Yes, and you must be... I'm Nami. Ah, Nami. I'm sorry that our introduction has been so delayed. And please, just call me Artur. Brother is too formal. Oh, alright, Artur it is. Very good. Mack! What is it? What's wrong? Oh, nothing. Sorry, but that hand mirror hanging from your waist. Oh, this? It's a keepsake from my mother. I had it stolen from me once, so I've made this leather strap for it. I can tie it to my belt and take it with me everywhere now. It's... Excuse me, but may I look at it for a moment? Yes, well, that is interesting. If my memory serves, this is quite a valuable mirror. It is a gift given only to clerics of the highest order. Few of these mirrors exist, and for you to have one means your mother. Yes, she was a cleric. When I was young, in illness... Say no more, I understand. But seeing you in the mirror, she left you tells me something. Your mother was a good person, benevolent, faithful, and caring. And you are the product of her care, filled with the same light. Thank you. It makes me happy to hear that. I'm delighted to have met you. We shall have to speak again. I hope so, Artur. See you soon. Man, Artur is just macking on all the ladies in this battle. Crazy. Is that still a term? Do people still say that? Macking on? Is that like some old 90s lingo that everyone's going to make fun of me for using now? Whatever, folks. That used to be the hip thing to say, alright? It was like good to be someone who macked on people. And if you did it a lot, you were a Mack daddy. And that was just another way of saying you were totally awesome. What is this? Pick. Oh, I guess he has the ability to just pick locks? So maybe or no, he has lockpicks? Does he have lockpicks? I'm so confused. He doesn't seem to have lockpicks. Well, I guess we'll just pick. Oh, yes. That is awesome. We are going to send that right on back to the caravan. Hammern basically takes your one of your items that is very close to being destroyed and restores it to new condition. It is awesome, especially if you use it on something like Regan Leaf. Oh man. So we're not going to be using Nami against Emperor Vigard because she can deal 0 damage. And that is kind of pathetic. Wow, even with Armor Slayer, Franz is not going to do too well up against the Emperor there. I think this may be one of those occasions where we just have to use a Frime. I think I'm starting to understand now why they kept dropping all of those anti-armor items throughout this battle. Looks like we are going to be needing it. I wonder how our pal Rick Ross here can do with the hammer. I suppose we will find out shortly. Ooh. Ooh. Man. Okay, that's terrible. Actually, I mean, if he hit, he would deal a lot of damage, but he has a really low chance to hit, and he would get doubled, and he would probably die. So that's actually awful. This is not a good situation for us to be in. I'm pretty sure we're just going to be relying on a Frime here, because I don't know who else is going to be up to the task of striking down Emperor Vigard. Just so nothing horrible happens, let's go ahead and do a save state. And see if Ephraim with Regan Leaf can stand up to Emperor Vigard. And actually he can, but we're better off letting him just hang out here and get attacked, because if he takes 2 hits in a row, he's a goner. Vigard! Why did you invade Renee? Why did you kill my father? Answer me, Vigard! So you really have lost hold of your senses, haven't you? Okay, not the best level up that Ephraim's had, but better than nothing. I'll tell you that right now. We will just wait there. Give Larachel some heal fodder. Level her up. Man, she is only level 6. That's terrible. I need to work on her. Whoa. Maybe I shouldn't have moved Ephraim quite that close, but... oh well. More healing for us to do, I guess. And that's another level for Natasha. Just speed, not so hot, but could be worse. Larachel, why don't you go heal Tana there? Because she could use a Tana healing! Ha ha ha! That killed me. Alright, Ephraim, you hang out over there. And let's see if Emperor Vigard gets himself counterattacked again. Nice dodge. Whoa! That was interesting. Looks like Emperor Vigard activated the General's ability to avoid taking damage on an attack. I think there's only a 1% chance of that triggering on any given attack, though, so that's actually... he got pretty lucky on that one. Hey, Natasha, why don't you go heal Larachel? Since Ephraim didn't take any damage that turn, I think he's just fine, so I'm just gonna leave him sitting there for a turn or so. Oh, Jesus. Vigard is making a real nuisance of himself, I have to say. I am displeased. And you know, Regan Leaf isn't like some cheapo spear that I can easily replace. I'm not pleased that I keep wasting uses of it on this guy. But on the plus side, at least I am leveling up Larachel and Natasha bit by bit here. Okay, I'm gonna do a save state. Yeah, we are not going to attack, we're just going to sit here and wait for him to attack us. We just need one of these attacks to land. Oh, for the love of God! You have got to be kidding me. Isn't this thrilling, folks? Isn't this like the most exciting video you've seen? Okay, gonna do one more save state. And... this is actually really risky. But I kind of want to end this. So I think I am going to... actually, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to just see if I can take him out. And if I can't, well... oh, for the love of God. Alright, we're just going to end the turn. Oh, this is so boring. Hey! Man, he's a really chatty boss character, that Emperor Vigard. Whoa, good level up there for Ephraim. And we got a Knight's Crest for our trouble. Alright, let's seize the throne and end this. What? Is this... Vigard's corpse? It disintegrated. It must be some type of dark magic. Regardless, the capital has been captured. I'll lead a patrol through the castle. There may be enemy soldiers remaining. I'll go with you. Leon may be somewhere within the castle. Whoop, speak of the devil. Hello, Ephraim. I've been waiting for you. Looks like you've beaten my father. I thought you might. You really are powerful, aren't you? Leon, is that you? Leon, you must tell me, what has happened here in Grotto? Why are you in this place? Your father, Emperor Vigard, why didn't you stop him? Don't tell me you're caught up in this madness too. Answer me, Leon. You always told me you wanted what your father wanted, peace. Let me tell you something, Ephraim. I've been waiting for this moment for a very, very long time. I will make the world grottos, no, my plaything. I've been planning this my whole life. Why else would I befriend you and Irika? I needed to learn where and how to attack and destroy Renee. Thanks to the two of you, I learned all I needed to know. While you feigned compassion for my weakness and scorned me in your hearts. What? Leon? You're wrong, we never... And then my chance arrived. I replaced my useless father, readied my tools, and set my plan in motion. I began by destroying Renee, and then I murdered your father. You lie, Leon. You could never. Shall I tell you a story? Would you like to hear of your father's last moments? You'll laugh, really. Your father's such a weakling, and yet he tried so hard. Leon! No more insults to my father, or I may forget myself. Oh, are you angry, Ephraim? But not even you can stop me now. The stones of Frelia and Renee are dust, and Johanna's is soon to follow. Which leaves only two more. I will destroy them one at a time. I shall see my dream fulfilled. What? Ephraim, you are in my way. Therefore... How bothersome. I truly do wish to be your opponent, but I'm not yet at full strength. Let's meet again, shall we? Assuming you live, of course. I'll grant you the honor of dying at my hand. Like father, like son, eh? Reporting in, sir. We've found a cell in the back. There were captives. Who is it? Ah! Has my execution been moved up on the schedule? Wait, you're not a Grotto soldier. Who are you? I am Ephraim of Renee. And who are you? That's an odd question for an executioner. My name is Noel. Until recently, I was one of Grotto's top researchers in arcane matters. So why is it you're locked up here? You need not answer if you do not wish to. Tell me, what is Leon attempting to do? I still have things I intend to ask him. You wish to speak to Prince Leon? You really don't know anything, do you? What do you mean? Is there something wrong with Leon? What do you know? I'll tell you all I know, if you would like. However, I think you will not thank me once you hear it. It all began 1 year ago. That was when the Emperor died. The Emperor's health worsened, and then he... Hold. What are you about? 1 year ago? That's before Grotto's invasion of Renee began. And I just saw the Emperor. I killed him with my own hands. Allow me to continue in the order in which everything occurred. 1 year ago, the Emperor died of the illness that had plagued him. Prince Leon was devastated. He fell into an endless despair. He felt unworthy to take the throne, unable to rule without his father. He then began to look for a way to overturn his father's demise. He wanted to resurrect him. Wait, resurrect him? Yes. As you know, the Stone of Grotto is possessed of unique powers. It was once used to seal away the Demon King, and it alone held the Dark One's soul. It burned within with the Demon King's rage, and we called it the Fire Emblem. Prince Leon and a team of mages skilled in ancient lore hoped to harness its energies. I remember the joy in Prince Leon's eyes when he spoke of using it to save lives. Leon. Prince Leon told us he intended to use the Fire Emblem to restore the Emperor. His death had been kept from the public, but rumors were beginning to fly. We knew we had to hurry before the people learned the truth of the Emperor's death. Prince Leon dedicated himself to research, skipping meals, forgoing sleep. And then... What happened? I wasn't there, so I did not witness it firsthand. By the time I arrived, the deed had already been done. The Fire Emblem had been shattered, split in two. One was a sacred stone, and the other... 1 year ago. Prince Leon, what's happened? Prince. Oh, hello, it's you. What was your name again? Ah, yes, Noel. You're one of my researchers. I've glad tidings for you. My father is back. The Emperor? Come, Father. Open your eyes. Your Majesty. This is incredible. Prince Leon, what miracle is this? It cannot be. What is that stone? This? This is the Dark Stone. It bears even more power than any sacred stone. I extracted and condensed all of the magic bound within the Fire Emblem. The Dark Stone's power is what gave my father back the spark of life. The Dark Stone? Now that the Dark Stone is mine, I have no need for this empty husk. Prince Leon, the Sacred Stone! What have you done? They are all on the way. The Sacred Stones, I mean. 4 more remain, and they must all be destroyed. The only stone we need now is this Dark Stone of mine. After that, His Majesty ordered the invasion of Renee as Prince Leon asked him to. Father McGregor grew concerned with Prince Leon's health. He tried several times to dissuade him from his path. Prince Leon executed him personally. I too was branded a traitor and arrested. My execution was scheduled for tomorrow. Leon. Where is he now? Would that I knew. Prince Leon frightens me now. He is transformed. He's... Leon is my friend. This way, Prince Ephraim. I believe it's here. What is it? What is this place? This is the former resting place of the Stone of Grotto, the Fire Emblem. We've kept the sacred twins of Grotto here as well. If we're still lucky, they may still be here. The sacred twins. Those are the ancient weapons once wielded by the founders of our nations. Let's see if I remember my studies. Emperor Grotto's were the magic tome Gleipnir and Gar, the Black Axe. That is correct. You know your history well. Yeah, it's something I learned long ago from Leon. Well, let's see if they're still here, shall we? Prince Ephraim. Here, I've found the sacred twin relics. And here they are. Yet I don't understand. The sacred stone was destroyed, but these were left untouched. Why? I know not. Perhaps... No, never mind. It's an idle thought. Prince Ephraim, please take these relics with you. Is that all right? Yes, I want you to have them. And maybe someone else wanted you to have them as well. Got Gleipnir. That's pretty cool. So this is... Is that black magic? Okay. And we got Garm. That's an axe. Also not something that, that Ephraim can use, sadly. Prince Ephraim! You've come at a good time, soldier. I want you to take a message to Frelia. Actually, we've received dire news from Johanna. It's about Princess Irika and Prince Ines. They're under attack by Grotto forces led by Tiger Eye and Moonstone. Irika? Kayak, Tiger Eye, and Valter Moonstone. They're supposed to be the most powerful of Grotto's Imperial generals. For them to have abandoned the capital and led the battle into Johanna. The Knights of Rouston have ridden to the Eastern Front to aid Frelia, but the enemy attacks have been brutal. I fear for their survival. We march for Johanna immediately. We will rescue Irika. But even if we leave now, we will not make it in time. We'll make it. Rest easy on that. Irika is my sister. That one will never lay down her blade. And I am Irika's brother. There is no way I'll let my sister die. There you have it, folks. That is Chapter 14, Father and Son. Thanks for watching. This has been Sinister Playthroughs. I'm Craig Stern, and I will see you guys next time.